Today I will tell you about Amchi Mumbai, our city. These are the busy streets of Amchi Mumbai. But now this is the biodiversity of Amchi Mumbai, and I am sure you will not know that this city had so many wonderful species, even including flamingos. And this clip of the kite is taken from my windowsill. But also when I go outside I can also see different animals such as this butterfly I saw. But along with this butterfly, I may also see langurs like this ones. And sometimes from my balcony in the morning, I can see parakeets. Once, when I went to the Sarodyan Park in the IIT Bombay campus, I was able to see an invasive species of turtle, which is known as the red-eared slider. Friends, I am sure you will not know that Mumbai had so much biodiversity. This is a video of the peacock that I managed to get from IIT Bombay in the early morning when they come to forage. And this is a leopard which I got from Sanjay Gandhi National Park in the afternoon. But would you want a Mumbai like this instead of what you saw? A Mumbai where there is no biodiversity left and there is no ecological hope. Mumbai has a large amount of biodiversity, but very few know about it. There are organizations that can help us, such as BNHS and WWF. Before we forget, let's listen to the whispers of the wild. Biodiversity, short for biological diversity, is the variety of life on Earth. The term was popularized by W.G. Rosen and it encompasses the variety of species, the genetic differences within those species, and the ecosystems they form. Life on Earth today represents an astonishing outcome of more than 4 billion years of evolution. Millions of distinct species adapted to every conceivable niche. Biodiversity can be described at three levels: genetic diversity, variation within species, species diversity, the variety of species, and ecosystem diversity, different habitats and ecological processes. For example, the videos you can see right now represent species diversity due to the both different species of mammals and birds being shown over here. This video is from my balcony also. I also took a survey on the my documentary for biodiversity, and most people seem to approve of it. And more walks should be initiated inside the forest so the locals can know more about the local wildlife, which gives them sense of ownership. I would like to say the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but how many of our promises to them do we keep? Sadly, not very many. Biodiversity is the product of long evolutionary processes: speciation, extinction, migration, and adaptation, acting across geological time. New species arise, populations diverge, and ecosystems reassemble, producing the tapestry of life we see today. We need to rediscover our sense of world about the natural world. It is still there. We can use citizen science platforms such as iNaturalist or eBird to get started. The interfaces of these platforms are very easy, and there are many tips and help guidelines for beginners which can help them feel integrated into the community and not left out. Because in citizen science applications, effort from every single person counts, and when every person logs in data points, we can understand the movements and the needs and the behavior of the animals better, so that we can learn how to conserve them. Trends in biodiversity are influenced by natural processes and human activity. While evolution continues to generate diversity, human driven habitat loss, pollution, invasive species, and climate change have accelerated extinction rates and altered natural patterns of diversity. This you can see right here is a spotted owlet, which sleeps in a hole during the daytime, and I took this while walking on the road. Different habitats, forests, wetlands, grasslands, deserts, and urban green spaces support distinct sets of species. Wetlands and riparian zones often have high productivity and species richness for amphibians, fishes, and birds. Forests support rich insect, bird, and mammal communities. And even small urban green patches can be biodiversity hotspots if they are connected and managed sensitively. Biodiversity underpins ecosystem services, pollination, nutrient cycling, water purification, flood mitigation, food, medicine, cultural values, and scientific knowledge. Conserving biodiversity is not only an ethical duty to other life forms but essential for human well being. So let's all join together to protect the biodiversity of Mumbai together. Uh, the first thing we can do is spread awareness. At this moment, not many people know about all the life forms, all the animals of Mumbai. I've been showing you, but through this documentary, through posters, campaigns, and spread of the word, we can help educate everyone in Mumbai about all the amazing amounts of biodiversity that is there in our city, and together we can come together to properly conserve it together. We can use more citizen science applications like I mentioned, so that we can learn how to conserve our wildlife better, and we can report our sightings to experts such as Maharashtra Forest Department. These animals are our friendly neighbors. They teach us to look closer, listen carefully, and love nature a little more every day. But they also need our help. Throwing less plastic, not disturbing wildlife, and protecting trees can make a big difference. If all of us work together, observe responsibly, and take care of nature, Mumbai will remain a beautiful home for animals for a very, very long time. By observing, documenting, and understanding our wild neighbors, we take the first step towards protecting them. Conservation does not require grand actions. It begins with awareness, respect, and simple choices made every day. If each one of us cares for our surroundings, the IT Bombay campus can continue to remain a safe haven for wildlife for generations to come. Field observations show clear patterns of habitat preference, resource use, and interspecific interactions among birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates. While many species exhibit behavioral adaptations to human presence, several taxa remain sensitive to anthropogenic pressures such as habitat modification, pollution, and disturbance. And maybe one day other children will explore these same places and discover new creatures, just like I did. Can Amchi Mumbai draw inspiration from the community focused conservation model like this?